Today we're going to learn about box and whiskers graphs, or plots as they say here. So we're going to display data in box and whiskers plot, and we're going to also interpret data in box and whiskers plots. So we're going to show you what a box and whisker plot is first and foremost. We're going to go ahead and have a set an example here. The projected numbers of employees in 2008 in the fastest growing occupations are shown over here. And we want to go ahead and do a box and whiskers plot. So we have some data. The occupation obviously just helps quantify the data here, but not necessarily really important for our box and whiskers. We're basically just looking at the points, the numbers here. So what do we have to do a box and whiskers? Well, we're going to do a number line, and we need to find 5 different things. The first thing and easiest thing to find is the least and the greatest number. So we're going to look over here at our chart here, and the least number, of course, is 44. And the biggest number is the 1,194. And those are going to get spots on our graph. Our lower extreme, our lowest number, which is a 44, and our upper extreme, which is 1,194. The other thing we're going to need is the median, which a lot of times is called Q2. And then we need the upper and lower quartiles, or Q1 and Q3. Now, I didn't list them all out, and I didn't show you how to do those. We talked about interquartile range a few days ago, so we need to go ahead and do that here. But notice we have these 5 points: lowest number, Q1, median, Q3, and the upper, the highest number. Now, once we have these 5 points here, we will go ahead and draw what's called the box and whiskers. So on the middle 3 numbers, we're going to go ahead and create a box that's going to go from the LQ to the UQ, or Q1 to Q3. Notice we do put a line here for the median, and then we make some whiskers here at the end. Here's our face, and we have some whiskers here coming off on the side. Now, the reason why we do this is a representation of our data. And each of these boxes or whiskers are all 25% of our data. So this is 25, that's 25, this is 25, and this is 25. So it allows us to go ahead and see where our data is located. Which area is most spread out? Well, it's got to be this one here, because the box is the biggest. So this 25% of the data is more spread out. All right, so let's do one for ourselves. So here's the data, representative of how many minutes it takes for someone to get to school. And 14, 32, 7, so on and so forth, going through all of these. So I do need to line them up from least to greatest, and I need to find my 5 values. Obviously, low and high are easy. So that's the first dot and the top dot. Then I have to find my median, which is, since there's 11 of them, it's really nice. It's right here with 18. And then I do my lower quartile, so I look at the bottom 5 numbers, and that one's 9, and the upper 5, which is 28. And I put my 5 dots out, box, whiskers. Let's try another. This one only had 10 data points, so I still have my low and my high. Again, notice I put it from least to greatest. So the middle here, 11 and 15, I have to go ahead and find the average of, which is 113. Bottom 5 is Q1 is 99, top 5, Q3 is 125. And again, we put those dots on a number line, make our box and our whiskers. Not too difficult, hopefully. Now, what can we do with this box and whiskers? Well, we can answer questions such as this one. A box and whiskers plot below shows the average percentage of sunny days per year. Half of the selected cities have an average of sunny days under what number? Remember, it's 25% for each of these. So which ones would be the lowest 25%? Well, that would be these over here. But we want half of them, so that's 50%. So here and here, the whisker and the first part of the box. So we're looking here at 56, 57. So we're talking about lower than 56. Box and whiskers again. What does this length of the box in the box and whiskers tell you? Since this is really close, these data points are really close together. This one here is very spread out. This one's spread out. The longer the line, the more spread out it is. The closer together it is, the more compact. And so all of our 50% of our data is in between 52 and 62, 51 and 62. That's a lot of data right in a small amount of area, where the other parts get spread out afterwards. Half the monthly expenditures of clothing are under what amount? So we're looking at this value right here, which is probably the $80 right here. What does the length of the box and whiskers plot tell us about the data? Value of the data in the lower half is very spread out. The lower half, that's pretty clumped together. That one's out. The value of data in the upper half is very concentrated. Nope, it's actually the opposite. It's very spread out. Values of the data in the middle 50 are very spread out. Again, that's pretty close together. Values are concentrated. So these two are opposite, so one of them actually has to be our answer, which of course is D. So a couple more. We can even compare box and whiskers graphs. So we have deciduous trees and evergreen trees. How do the heights of these compare? Well, to me, if we're looking at our data here, it looks like evergreen trees are significantly taller than the deciduous. Their data is just way up here. Can they be about the same? Yes. But overall, the evergreens are taller. And that's all I have for you today.